I do have a question.
What's
your question?
That's insane.
So for the viewers out there, what is your favorite perception of time that either a movie or a show produce?
Before we get into it, though, thank you guys so much for all your love and support.
Yes.
If you enjoy Catered Chaos videos, feel free to let us know by leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to lock in all of our analytics and get to our first 1,000 subscribers. So join in and be a part of the first 1,000 in our growing C2 army.
Let's go.
We appreciate it a lot.
But yes, our first video does actually have to do with Zooming because it is a compilation fan cut of The Flash, the CW show. Okay. This is going to be like a really interesting look into how like the power of editing can really change something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is called March 18th, 2000. The setup for it is essentially that in Flash lore, his mom dies and is killed by his arch enemy, the Reverse Flash. Someone took all of the times that the Flash went back to that night in the show and recut it to contextualize it for each version of the Flash that we ever saw in the show.
Oh, wow.
So it's like specifically from the perspective of being in that moment, but from the entirety of the entire show.
Wow. I'm gonna get it again.
Yeah. It's a really interesting and really good edit. I don't feel like I have to explain anything more than that because the rest of the video kind of like it does a really good job of like showcasing it. Okay. But I thought it would be really cool because then we get to see like some film editing in and of itself, and how even though like people say that the Flash kind of fell off as the seasons went on, you can still kind of see how just like making editing choices can really save or fix an entire like show or scene. So
I'm sorry.
Hey, look.
Already.
Hey, look. You're not wrong. It could be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and cue this intro, and then we'll get into March 18th, 2000. For the intro button. We can. I have
is doing fine.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can do that. I can start trying to do
Jonas
that.
Brothers then was like
superior.
Chef's kiss.
100%. I'm not even sure if it'll work out because I know that they're. Yeah, see, that's the reason why. I'd have to sign back into it. Anyway, there'll be a playlist. They'll see it.
Case closed.
Case closed.
So yeah, we're all queued up. Let's check out March 18th, 2000. The complete cut.
The following video is a fan edit.
Put the 1,000 disclosures in there.
Right.
Do not take this down. I beg of you.
Smaller than I remember.
Yeah. VA like us.
Because they're bigger.
Yeah, he's from here.
Have you been in here? I mean, recently?
Is there subtitles we can use?
I haven't been in this
No,
house
you might
since
just
the
have
90s.
to.
There.
Okay.
There you go.
Better?
This mirror. You
A
remember?
little
Lower?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
I
out
don't
to my
want to get
grandma.
sued.
Oh, it's still
Don't
here.
want to catch a case.
Just be glad it is. Look, I don't fully know how Cisco did it, but
Then what? Joe, what are we doing here?
Now, what school did Cisco go to? Like,
I don't know. Cisco's just a genius, man.
yeah.
The right one.
The right
It
one?
wasn't Booker T. Know that much.
He was hilarious throughout the entire show, though.
Mom.
you can definitely see two very fast people fighting around your mother.
Two speedsters.
She look happy.
You see that?
No, she looks terrified.
Yeah.
She's screaming.
Just going on.
That's her screaming.
Yes, her screaming.
Don't deliver it like that. Yo, what?
No.
I mean, I'm just putting the context in there. It's just like,
I'm very
She's in,
Yeah,
she's
she
in
ain't
pain,
that happy.
agonizing pain.
Hey, that's
Cisco
it.
had the
Depends on the
samples
angles.
analyzed, and the proteins in the blood were that of an
More
adult,
edits.
not a child.
Somebody gonna be coming through talking about some. Why are you blocking us off?
Second speed trying
Because
to stop the man in yellow.
trying not to get sued.
Trying our best.
Oh yeah, this is the first one where he realized that he could go back in time.
Yeah.
Phones were so different back in the day.
We're getting paid for this commercial.
It don't work that way.
Time changed forever.
It sure the heck did. And it changed forever again. And again. And again.
Is that Wally West? No, my name's Wardo. What? Gotta go back in time again.
What is happening?
I'm your cousin twice removed.
The bruise is already healing.
Still hurts though.
Not for much longer, honey.
She ain't be here.
Dang it, wow.
Good lord.
I'll keep the light on for you.
Are you ever afraid?
I want to say this is the first, like, one of the first scenes of the
If I
show, if
turn
not
this
the
light
first
off
one.
now,
Yeah.
I think it started with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
it started out
it's
like
because
this.
I'm here with you. See, you're not afraid of the dark, Barry. You're afraid of being alone in the dark. And that goes away when you realize something. You're never really alone.
That could
Okay,
either be
well,
really comforting or really terrifying.
Right?
It's just however you contextualize it. Don't worry, son. You're never really alone.
Never really alone in the dark.
Ghost is right behind me, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like from the trailer of Cobweb.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Oh, his little smile.
You can turn off the light.
Oh, he's so brave. Darkness. I would have been screwing my head off. Too dark.
They love that run there.
Right? Like
What was that?
reverse flash.
Oh, that's terrifying.
The reverse flash is in the yellow, red eyes.
Ew.
You'd actually destroy an entire timeline just to save your own pathetic existence.
No, Thawne. I'm not here to save myself. I'm here to save you.
I ain't see all that. I'm gonna kill them all.
They sure did change actors for Thawne, didn't they?
No,
that's
so
it.
Thawne, but yeah, that's the real version of
always
Thawne.
been
He
a
pretends
hero.
to be somebody
You're
else
the
in the
villain,
beginning of the
Flash.
show.
Gotcha.
You're the
Okay.
one
Yeah.
who reversed my entire life and dragged me into hell. And that's why you died tonight.
Bro, I exercise you.
Right, so I should also say Thawne's original plan was to go back and kill Barry. And
Because
this,
Barry messed up his life.
so he says, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he says.
So this version of Barry knows that that's Thawne's plan, but he doesn't. But Thawne doesn't know what actually happens on the night.
Oh. So which? Okay. Thawne is not Barry.
No.
Okay, Thawne is just a completely.
He's a different person.
Okay.
Completely different person. His backstory is essentially that he really wanted to be the Flash, and then on the day that he essentially forced himself to have the same powers, and on the day that he was going to debut himself, the Flash ended up saving the crowd that he wanted to save. So he took it personally.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Find another
But
crowd,
then
bro.
he, they don't really touch on it in the show, but he essentially finds a way to go back in time so he can try and learn who the Flash is.
So he take him out so he could.
But
have
when,
the story.
yeah, but when he goes back in time, he finds out that he was always supposed to be the Flash's arch. So he feels like his life was always predestined by the Flash, and it drove him insane.
Oh.
But he made all of those choices, blaming people for your choices.
What the heck? This Flash telling the other Flash don't.
Yeah.
Oh, relax.
Yeah. Because that Flash is at like a different point in time, basically.
Yeah.
And he already knows what's gonna happen.
Mom? Dad?
He saved himself.
the smile.
Wow, look at that smile.
Context.
Mom, run now.
You're not gonna kill her this time. You're not gonna kill her ever again.
This is so trippy.
It's always trippy.
So that timeline.
Mm-hmm. Because he like purposely went there to save her.
Yeah, that's when
I'm not gonna hurt
King
you.
Conqueror came.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
But then he got fired, so now
I'm not gonna hurt you.
King Conqueror. Now he went to Marvel.
You're safe.
Very true.
Actually, she's not.
I was about to say, she's still gonna die.
Dang.
These are...
Can't take a break, can't you?
No.
Oh, and then this is real time flash?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
There's another word for sketch.
So he went there to save her and he closed the door because the timeline was messed up. So he had to close the door. She's been dead all this time. So
Yeah.
What's happening to me?
Your latest time jump against the Flash caused a massive drain on your powers. Your cells contain no trace of the speed force.
That's impossible.
Your ability to move at super speed as well as travel in time has been completely depleted.
How am I supposed to get back?
You can't.
Stop being a jerk.
That sounded like Darth Vader.
To this day, I still don't really understand why this happened.
because he used up so much energy, I guess. I don't know.
Well, like originally in the show, the reason was that. Oh, that was
You saved yourself and let me kill her instead. Why?
I had no choice.
Killing your mother. It's a fixed point. You knew this was gonna happen. And now I'm stuck here in a hell where I get to watch you grow up and become the hero that I should have been. I swear.
You can still be a hero.
Even if I have to tear the universe apart, I will find a way to destroy you and everyone you love.
And face straight to his chest.
Nice.
My life's
See
work.
what happens when I do this.
Just feel it going.
This night tortured me for decades. Not anymore. Because today I got to see my parents one last time. Feel how much they loved me.
Dang, yep.
This is the worst night of your life. I know it. And today brought me the peace I've been looking for ever since. I have you to thank for that, Eobard. And I'll always be grateful.
That's reverse psychology. I want to hear that.
Right?
I'll be mad as hell. I'll slap that dude right then and there. That ain't gonna change nothing. Oh, good old mark on his face.
And I leave you here in the past.
So,
The idea of having one
yeah,
stream of income
the thing about it
just didn't sit
is
well
that
with me.
originally when they were on the show, the reason why he loses his powers is because essentially he would have stopped Barry from becoming the Flash with the trauma of killing his mom. And because the Flash never came to be, he never had the speed to go back home. But later in the show, they're just like the artificial place that he uses to get his speed from is exempt from like timeline changes. So I was just like, well, wait, that means he never would have lost his speed in the first place.
Flash.
So like,
I don't know.
why?
What in the
Just
world?
had to point it out, huh?
Because that the second one is like other versions of Thawne show up in the show, and their reason for that happening is because of the negative speed force.
Just like my father.
And they're just like, yeah, that's why even when he dies, he can show up later in the show because he's not stuck in like regular flow of time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, but then it doesn't make sense in the very beginning of how he started.
It'd probably make more sense maybe if it was so many different speedsters around at one time, because they had like maybe 3 or 4 different flashes or something like that, and there's a couple different phones that was trying to get into that timeline, and they, you know, everything just kind of had to reset it. So I don't know. Let me not get into time.
Dad and I are both okay. And we love you, Mom. I love you.
Oh, tears.
Come on.
They're really good actors for this show, though.
They did.
Yeah. I mean, he could have just like taken her body and took it to the hospital real quick, and then just never brought her back to the house again.
Well, like he said, it's a fixed point. It's something that has to happen.
Yeah.
It has to die.
Yeah. Essentially, because of what Thawne did, it became a fixed point in history. Like, in order for him
for him to become the Flash.
Yeah.
Can't change.
Because he states like originally in the timeline, his mom, like he alludes that his mom didn't die. So I really wonder what like life would have been like.
Don't go in the house. Where's Mom? What's gonna happen to my son? Dad!
I'm gonna be real with you. I probably would have made a fixed point.
The dad is going to jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they think he killed the mom.
Yes, it's always spouses who are suspected first. Yeah, because they never really bother to look anywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
stayed in jail.
No one else was in the house, so it's like.
I know that's true, but dang, like.
Somebody clearly broke in there. Excuse me.
Mom!
Right, but you can't tell that like somebody moving at super speed. Like they came through, bursting through at speeds faster than the eye can see. Like no one will find this out.
That's his daughter.
Yeah.
I would have made some type of like loop of time where Thawne just keeps getting beat up by me over and over again.
That's hilarious. That's Thawne's life though. He always loses to Barry.
I'm gonna get you this time. No,
They were the
not
best.
this time either.
Dad, I didn't.
It's alright. I understand.
Like you're within eye line. Like, can't they see you see them? Like, why is it that?
Yeah, but I was about to say they probably just don't recognize who they are though.
Yeah. But still, like, can't you see them? Like,
I go to the house.
why are these people staring at us?
Go to the house.
I know why.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, they had good actors for the show.
I know they had Jordan Fisher on the show. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, but he's on some of the worst seasons.
The writing for some of the seasons like just was like too
Hell no.
cringy. Didn't really make sense.
Trash.
Contradicted itself.
Okay.
Oh man.
Better run to the other Flash from DC. You know.
Every speedster on this show has a better run than Ezra Miller.
Yeah, the late
Sometimes
like the legs
terrible
flipping
things
every
happen to
which
us.
way.
Like, bro.
Like you
Things
flopping,
that
like,
can define
That's
who
right.
we become,
It's like
whether we
that
want them to or
actually
not.
looks like an actual like
The
rug
people who
rug.
took me and
my
helped me heal
God.
and move past everything that happened,
His limbs like jello.
they're responsible for who I've
The
become
Ezra
today.
one?
Yeah.
But
Ezra
I know
Flash,
that
yeah.
I'm one of the lucky ones. Not everyone gets that kind of support. Without it, I don't know where
It was
life is.
not like a runner's run, but like flopping. And the legs too. I'm just like,
And
can
the
you
legs.
run like that?
Can you?
Like, did y'all know he can run like this before y'all heard? Did he run before y'all? Like, or did he just read lines?
That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
That was very, very
That was
interesting.
2000, the complete cut.
Okay.
Job well done.
Yeah, that was a lot because I don't remember how many seasons He's in there. He's in there in season 9, season 1, season 5, season. I don't think he's in there in 2. No, he has to. Yeah, he's in there in season 1, season 2, season 3, season 5, season 9, at least.
Okay.
That's 5 out of 9 seasons that you would have had to look and scrub.
Yep.
For the scenes of this night.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Ultra Edits.
Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, I just wanted to like touch on like the power of editing and stuff like that, because even in seasons that like weren't really that great, even just like the context of this scene just playing out, it can make for like a really unique and good story all of its own.
Yes.
So, yeah. But what were y'all's thoughts?
I liked it. I think it worked pretty well. You got to see the beginning of how everything played out, and why Barry decided to make the choice that he did, because he ended up realizing that it was a fixed point. It can be confusing for some people that time travel, because you see a version of himself fighting with Thawne, and then a version of himself in the bedroom, and then both of them end up disappearing. But then one of them comes back, so you really have to pay attention to the details.
Yeah.
But I think the
context.
editing really helps to solidify what you're watching, because when these scenes are so stretched out in the seasons, it can be a little bit confusing as to what happens. Because one version had him fighting Thawne, another version had him actually saving her. Another version had him doing something else. So, like, you know, they all converge into something that you can actually fully understand of why, like, all these decisions end up playing out. But I think it was good. I liked it.
And of course, we get the scene where there's another speedster, which is apparently her, the policeman's daughter. So it's like, okay, a lot has happened. Yes, it has. You have to watch everything else. So you understand those little other bits, but of course, at least this part makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Barry's daughter that we saw at the end.
Yeah.
Like her from the future.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
That was,
that
of
was
course
Barry's
looks
daughter.
just like what? Oh wait, never mind. Forget.
That's why she turned to him and called him dad, because that's his daughter from the future. And she went back in time to see her grandparents.
That was a relationship type thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
because she wanted to see what her grandparents were like to better understand her father. So yeah.
Okay, what season is this again? That's season 9.
That one is from season 5.
Yeah.
Season 5.
Season 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, her calling him dad when they're like almost around the same age, like threw people off at first, but then you have to put time travel into it, and he had to come to terms with the fact like, oh, I have a daughter in the future.
I have a daughter in the future.
Right?
This is interesting.
Right?
It was so funny because the actress is actually older than both Grant Gustin and the Iris.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I
played it off very well.
Yeah. She's older than both of them, and then had to play their daughter from the future.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
It happens. It happens.
But then, so when you have like scenes and plots like that, you really have to have good actors to pull it off. And I think they pulled it off really well, because sometimes you can get actors who don't play that off well, and it just makes the writing and the whole scene kind of confusing.
Yeah.
I know for like Once Upon a Time, that is my show, but they have a lot of going back and forth, freezing time, and like, you know, the parents are around the same age as the kids, so yeah.
I gotta watch that show.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
For shame on you,
I'm
watch
cool
it.
I started
This
watching
weekend.
it. She made me start watching it.
Yes! It's
It's
amazing. Love it so much.
I can never get into it, but I appreciated the parts that I really liked about
You could never get into it. Get into it for Regina's clapbacks.
I think Regina is one of those people that I really like.
Yeah.
I can watch a lot of the show. Someone tried to get me into it too.
Yeah.
And I was just, I couldn't.
You couldn't do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It lost interest for me. Not necessarily saying that it was like a bad experience. It was just like,
It couldn't hold your interest for those first couple episodes.
We watched like 8 or 10.
This chick is almost 40.
Yeah.
And
she looks young.
She looks good.
That's that fountain of youth right there.
It's in the Kool-Aid.
Wow.
Anyways, I do have a question.
Bro,
What's your question?
that's insane.
So, for the viewers out there, what is your favorite perception of time that either a movie or a show produced? I'll start off. My favorite one is Tenet, of how they perceive time. Of time, actually, you see it go backwards.
That is a good question. I like that.
Come on now.
Okay.
I'm here with y'all now.
Well, yeah, and while y'all are down below commenting, feel free to leave a like on the video, share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it too, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to lock in our analytics and get to our first 1,000. Help us by joining the army, and that way we can, cement our place in the YouTube algorithm.
That would please.
Also, down below, there's a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There, you can join up and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live at
6:45.
Dang.
7
p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot.
It's like, I ain't
Megan,
playing with
stay
y'all
real.
today.
Keep it real, Megan.
Stay on
Now
topic.
this is earlier rather than later.
We're cutting off your candy supply.
No.
If you're checking this video out on YouTube, thank you so much for all of your love and support. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Feel free to stop by on a live stream one time. We would love to have you. But until the time comes, we'll just catch you in the next video with some more Catered Chaos. Peace.
Bye.
You turned a new leaf, sir. I'm proud of you.
Come on now.
Yeah, he was out here practicing or something.
He was supposed to having a bag on his head for as many L's as he took, but he turned a new leaf.
And there's this.
I said you didn't put a bag over your head, but you could have. But